Here are 3 tips that will absolutely help you win more tennis matches. Now, to help me demonstrate these tips, I'm using the Proton Ball Machine. To get your own with free shipping, use my coupon code at checkout, and it's 2minute_Proton. Tip number 1, split step every time your opponent hits the ball. It allows you to be balanced. It makes sure that you're not running while your opponent hits, because what if you're running in the wrong direction? And when you split step and you land on the front half of your foot, it allows you to have a very fast first step in the direction your opponent hits. So I'm going to hit 4 shots, 2 ground strokes, an approach shot, and a volley. And watch how every time the ball comes out of the Proton, I split step. It's nice because on the Proton it flashes right before a ball comes out, so I can time my split step. Here we go. Watch me do a hop every time the ball comes out. Tip number 2, when you get a short ball, try to get the ball at the peak. When the ball bounces and then it comes up at its highest point, that's where I want you to make contact, especially if it's above net level, because then you can drive it. I watch players all the time. They get a short ball and they allow the ball to drop below net level, and then if they hit it hard, they either hit the net or hit out, or they have to spin it and they can't drive it and really put their opponent in trouble. So I'll do the same drill again, 2 ground strokes, approach, and a volley. Watch how I hit the approach shot right at the peak. Here it is, right at the peak. And now tip number 3. When you come forward, remember you're going to be split stepping as your opponent hits their ground stroke and you're coming up for the volley. This is after you've hit your approach, you split step. I want you to move through your volley, not to your volley. Many players, they have this idea that they're supposed to stop and volley. In fact, you'll even hear commentators on TV, if somebody misses a volley, they'll say, oh, they ran through the volley. It's really not the running through the volley that was the problem. In my experience, it's because the player didn't split step, so they were out of control. That was tip number 1. What you want to do is split step as your opponent is hitting their ground stroke, and then move through your volley. When we are moving, whether it's a jog or an outright run, we're on balance. It's when we slam on the brakes to try to stop our feet, that kind of like when you slam the brakes in a car, you fall over. And so that really causes issues. So what you want to do is split step as your opponent hits and then move through the volley. And that keeps you on balance, gives you momentum, and you don't have to have as large a swing. So all 3 tips you're going to see now. I'm going to split step every time the ball comes out of the ball machine. I'm going to make contact with the approach shot at the peak so I can really drive it. And you'll see me move through the volley and not stop when I hit it. Now, if you're tired of lugging around your heavy and cumbersome ball machine to the courts to practice, then you've got to check out the Proton Ball Machine by Hydrogen Sports. And right now you can get free shipping in the USA when you take advantage of my coupon code at checkout, and it's 2minute_Proton. The link is in the description, but it'll also be right on the screen at the end of this video. The Proton is fully programmable using its intuitive app, holds up to 100 balls, and weighs less than 20 pounds. To check out the Proton, click the link in the description and remember my coupon code for free shipping, 2minute_Proton. And if you're looking for people in your local area to play matches against or practice with, maybe you need some new tennis gear, or you want to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, then use my link for PlayYourCourt, and it's playyourcourt.com/2minutetennis. When you use my link to sign up, you get 50% off. Split step every time your opponent hits. When you're moving forward, hit the approach shot at the peak and move through your volley. When you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.